What happens when you divorce a narcissist and the narcissist takes custody of the kids without any legal documents? Well, the same things that can happen when you divorce an emotionally and mentally healthy person can happen when the mentally healthy person takes custody of the kids without any legal documents. There is no law that treats parents who suffer from personality disorders differently than parents who do not suffer from personality disorders, like narcissism or borderline personality disorder. If a parent who suffers from a personality disorder has a record of violent or other dangerous behavior or something that would make that person unfit, then that parent's contact with the children may be restricted or supervised because of the violent or other dangerous or unfit behavior, not merely for being someone who's a selfish or otherwise an irritating or histrionic, manipulative kind of person. It's not as though the police are going to work any harder if you call up and report, "Help! My ex has kidnapped the kids, and he or she has insert personality disorder here," as opposed to reporting, "Help! My ex has kidnapped the kids." See? If your ex has taken the children from you in violation of a statute or court order, then the problem is the illegal act, not the personality disorder, and that doesn't make it any worse just because a personality disorder may be involved. Just as merely being an alcoholic is not a problem, it's behaviors that alcoholics cause when drunk. Merely suffering from personality disorders is not a problem unless the harmful, dangerous behaviors the disorder leads or causes one to commit go untreated and uncontrolled. I wish I could go back in time and find whoever started this trend of branding one spouse as suffering from a personality disorder when the marriage starts to sour and or when a divorce action is filed. If I could do so, I would do whatever I reasonably could to ensure that he or she kept his or her mouth shut and never touched a keyboard about it. Why? Because labeling your spouse a narcissist or as suffering from borderline personality disorder or some other disorder does not make it true. Of course, I fully acknowledge that many spouses who ruin their marriages suffer from personality disorders. I also fully acknowledge that many spouses who ruin their marriages do so as a consequence of their acts and omissions resulting from their suffering from personality disorders. But proving that a mere personality disorder is a problem is very hard to prove. And not every spouse who's difficult to get along with suffers from a personality disorder. How do I know this? Well, for one, it could be the reason that your spouse is so difficult to get along with is because of you, not because of any personality disorder. If I defended myself against a mugger and the mugger called me uncooperative, that would be absurd. Likewise, if you're a difficult person to live with and your spouse reacts normally to your being such a difficult person, then don't be surprised. And don't blame or even try to blame the victim. Additionally, not every divorce is the result of one spouse or both spouses suffering from one or more personality disorders.